Peace. Today is Wednesday, November 14th. Make it today's math.
Knowledge, culture, freedom, all being born to power refinement.
That's right. Knowledge is the foundation of all things in existence. Culture is one's way of life, how one lives one's life in this universe. And power is the truth that allows one to see who one is in this universe. Peace to the gods and earths. Peace. Welcome back to Not a Mean Godcast. Lord J.
Digga.
My man Rich Kitch.
Present.
Alex.
What's going on?
Harold.
Yep.
We back. We was talking about elections and shit like that in the last segment. And now this segment, we're going to get hip-hop. We're going to talk a little hip-hop.
Word.
Digga, some albums dropped.
Yeah.
Quite recently. Quite a few albums, yes?
Quite a few albums. We got West Side Gun just dropped a new album.
Hitler Wears Hermes.
Yep.
Isn't this like number
Part
6 or some
6.
shit? Okay,
Yep. We got Young Thug that just dropped an album.
Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a 22. Pew, pew, pew.
That's your boy, right?
Everybody is entitled to a guilty pleasure artist, okay? Young Thug
is like, he's like as skinny as the old Digga. Remember the old Digga?
Yeah, I remember the old Digga.
That's like Young Thug. You was Young Thug back then.
The old Digga was wearing like sweatpants underneath sweatpants and shit,
still was skinny.
Drinking 100 Inshores, trying to get thick and compete out here in this female rapper world streets.
Filled out, got thigh high boots on, and all that, shoulders out.
Suck it.
Anyway, go ahead.
We got Action Bronson, who just dropped an album, White Bronco. We got Swiss Beats, who album bananas. Let me see, my standout joint is the joint with Nas called Echo, produced by DJ Scratch. And there's also a joint produced by A-Rap Music that the Locks did with Kendrick on the hook. Those are like my two favorites on that album. But the album is fire. Shouts out to Swiss. Rapper Big Pooh. Shouts out to him. You know, he's 1/3 of Lil Brother, so
Right.
Shouts out to him. Right. Shouts out to Vince Staples. I don't really listen to Vince Staples' music, but he is a comedian. Like I've just seen different like interviews with him. Like his personality. Like I like him as a person. Like he's definitely like a funny dude. And some others. Moneybag, yo. I actually saw Moneybag at outside of Quad. One day I pulled up to Quad. I was going to the studio. It was just like, you know, as to how they say it. It was a movie. It was like just a line of foreign cars. And there's Mano, there's Davies, there's Moneybag. I'm like, okay, it's lit.
It's a literal movie.
You know, as the babies say, it's lit. So shouts out to Moneybag, yo. Congratulations on everybody with their new releases. I will be bumping Swiss.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet, but I look forward
in
to
action. I'm sorry. Shouts out to that Joel Ortiz and Apollo Brown album too. That came out earlier last month, but that's fire too.
Yo, Joel Ortiz, man.
He's so beastie.
That guy is so fucking nasty, yo.
I love it.
He's so nasty. Like, why?
That's that shit.
Why don't I hear, like, what's up, yo? You see, because we're not in the age where it's a talent contest anymore. It's a popularity contest.
But would you say he falls in that flippity dippity category too?
Yes, but flippity dippity that I can relate to. That's the difference. He says real street hood shit that I could play his music. He doesn't use his voice to sound like a dickhead. You see what I'm saying? Like, he rhymes how he talks.
Like super technical skill.
Yes, but technical, but funny, but street. Like,
yeah, I love Joel.
I fucks with him
I even liked
fucks with him.
I liked what he was doing, but I didn't, I didn't hear much come out of it. But I thought he was on to something with him and Nitty Scott and the other gentleman. They had formed a group called No Panty. I was a little jealous because I've been dying to do like a Lucy Pearl with somebody. Like I'm hitting up Black Thought, I'm hitting up Rock Marcy. Like come on, I need 2 guys. Let's do it. So Shouts out to MCs keeping MCing alive. God damn it, man.
Well, speaking of 2 guys and 2 MCs, so as of late, the long-standing beef with 50 Cent and Ja Rule is now coming to a head.
That's so crazy.
Your boy, 50, is hilarious. This motherfucker bought 200 tickets to Ja Rule's concert, just of the front row, just so the shit could be empty, and then sat there with a smile on his face.
But he wasn't. Was he actually at the show? Because they said that he wasn't at the actual show.
Then he photoshopped himself into the whatever. I saw a picture what appeared
to be like him in those seats, right?
If it wasn't, it looked like it. All I know is I saw a bunch of empty seats with 50 sitting there smiling, laughing. But it could have been Photoshopped. But
if you're, I guess,
even if it was, like the fact that 50 like
is even going,
he covers all those bases. Like the fact that he would go out of his way to spend, a couple $1,000. They said, $2,000-$3,000 to like buy these tickets just to fuck with somebody. You see what I'm saying?
Petty. King Petty. King.
Yes.
50 Cent definitely gets the Petty LaBelle Award.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
But sometimes you just like that petty shit. Like, you know what I mean?
It's entertaining. I mean, I know their situation is terminal. Like, I don't know. I have these like weird rapper fantasies. Like I have two things that
wait,
stop. No.
Weird rapper fantasies.
No, there's 2 things that
what in the freak shit are you talking about?
In my head, I would love to be responsible for. And one of those is to help
reunite,
to help quell the beef, yes, between 50 and Ja Rule. Because shut up. You know what? Look, I'm about to Me Too. I'm about to file a Me Too report. I have witnesses being harassed at the workplace.
Then we're gonna be like, well, you did walk.
I walked into that one.
You did walk into that one.
Okay. Well, in my head, I would like to be the mediator.
The mediator.
God damn.
Oh, this is getting crazy.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, let me move on to my.
Continue, Digga.
So you want to be the Peace Corps?
You
want to be the hip hop Peace Corps?
Yeah.
In this motherfucker.
I want to be the peacemaker
I think that's dope.
between
Why don't
50
you
and
issue
Ja.
a challenge now? Find one of these cameras and talk to him.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, just try.
Yeah,
Give it a
try.
try.
Okay.
Fuck it.
50, Ja Rule, I challenge y'all to be friends. Do we want them to be friends, though?
We want them to be friends.
That sounded so half-hearted. Like, what the fuck kind of peacekeeper are you gonna be? Like, you have to almost forcefully bring the peace, like America does around the world.
No, but
Hey, motherfuckers!
Nah,
be peaceful. Here goes democracy.
I'll be honest though, if it was rap beef like that, like I would totally be about it. But the fact that their shit is so deeply like rooted in the streets that I wouldn't even want
it needs an intervention. And I think that your brand can do it.
Well, see, Ja Rule started shooting back with like these memes of like 50 with like makeup on and shit like that, and then I at one point he started putting up some shit like Biggie, who shot you type of shit. Like that's where it starts getting a little crazy. Like he's trying to almost imply that he's the one that had something to do with him getting shot in the first place and all that. Like that's some other shit. But supposedly 50, who is troll master number 1, blocked Ja Rule.
No.
Now,
No
yes.
way.
And Ja Rule is deservedly saying, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. Like, listen, I have no problem sending certain people to the block party that are just annoying or whatever. But, like, if I'm the one bullying you, you see what I'm saying? Like, now if you clap back, I can't block you. Like, I couldn't.
You can't buy 200 tickets at the man's show so the seats could be empty and then block them on social media. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's almost like me, blocking Eminem or some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't now. Like, you got to say what you got to say. Like, I done said all the shit to you. Like, now if I block you, that's kind of whack. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Yeah. Let's just keep it gangster all the way around, even on the internet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, take your shots. God damn it, you take a bullet. I'm sure you could take little shots on the internet. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so that's one of my rap fantasies.
Well, the first thing to do to make that happen is he gonna have to unblock the young man. We're gonna unblock him, and then Digga, you're gonna get in their DMs, and y'all gonna bring this thing together,
right? And I'm working on it, guys, little by little. I'm actually,
and we're gonna keep y'all updated on Digga's progress.
I'm actually cool with both parties, so
there you go.
Let me see if I could just chip away a little at a time.
The second fantasy. Point.
The second fantasy is to
fantasy.
is to I'm not paying attention to these guys.
You just said vanity.
I said vanity.
You said vanity.
Sure did.
I said fantasy.
You said
fantasy. Stop. Fantasy.
There you go. Think Mariah Carey.
Is to whip Lauryn back into shape and get her out here in these hip hop streets and cause I'm tired of people asking me why we never did an album together after Cowboys. I'm like, as her. So, maybe, possibly, we'll see. I know a lot of people have tried.
Well, let me ask you something. What do you think it would take to whip Lauryn into shape?
I don't know. I would have to secretly lure her to a studio and lock her in a room and say, "Bitch, you ain't leaving until we do 5 songs."
Whoa.
Well, hold on.
You ain't leaving.
So you think whipping her into shape is just making her do songs?
No, I mean, I know there's a lot going on with Sus. Like, I'm sure she's got a lot going on spiritually and emotionally. Like, we've seen, the many different faces of Lauryn over the years. Some we may or may not recognize, but I think being surrounded by something, I don't just mean kids and family, but being surrounded or, being with somebody that takes you back to a innocent time and place. Like, I knew her when we were young. She lived in South Orange across the street. I was over here in Newark. Both of us were kind of on our please listen to our demo quest together in separate spaces. So, maybe it might take a play date, her and her daughter, me and my daughter. Like, let's kind of get back to basic, find some like.
I think she's too jaded, Digga. I think that, first of all, I've made the acquaintance of Miss Lauryn Hill, and she's just too smart for her own good. She's just smart. People that are that smart, they tend to lose trust in people because they look at things 3 steps ahead. And oftentimes they become reclusive.
You're right. I think people, I think the people that are around her, they're actually feeding that energy. Whereas somebody like me would come and say, hey, look, this isn't about publicity. This isn't about getting back on. This isn't about being in the industry.
You need a soul cleansing. You need.
What would be my motive?
She needs a lot.
Yeah, like, what are your motives? Like, yeah.
I mean, my motives would just be like to me, that was a sister that was kind of almost like my mirror image musically at that time. You know, I'm a little more potty mouthed than she is, but you know, I always looked at
beefs and stuff.
I always looked at myself as like the Bizarro version of her, yeah. And I just felt like if we were able to if I could get her back in a creative space, like I think I could possibly draw that Lauryn out of her. I do that with everybody. Trust me. I did. You know, when I get in the zone, you know, when I get people in their zone, like my goal is to always bring the gutter out of everyone. Like I did a song with I did a Rock the Rottweiler with Lil' Kim, and that's like arguably one of her best verses to date. Like, no, this ain't about being on the charts and being commercial. Like, no, I'm gonna be red, you're gonna be meth. Like, these are the concepts that I put together in my head when I do songs with other artists, and I feel like I could bring that old school grimy out of Lauryn. I feel like I could do that.
The issue that I take, and one of the reasons where, and again, I'm stepping on delicate ground, where I almost wouldn't want to see that, is I think that Lauryn Hill has transcended the position of artist. You know, I think she's a cultural icon, and I think that she has a lot more to contribute to the world, and I'm really concerned about her place in her life and where else she can go, as opposed to just having to come out and like make, dope songs and stuff like that. So unless you got something like to the culture where you really think she could contribute, I would really be.
I mean,
her art is what she
I was about to
contributes
say.
to the culture.
I would think some good, consumable music from Lauryn Hill and in this day and age would be good for the culture.
Yeah, she does. She speaks to a lot of people.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, her shit does transcend just music. Like, she spoke to a lot of sisters out there.
Like, what has she done outside that one album? Like,
right.
It's not like she's the leader of many organizations and stuff. Like, everything that we know and love about Lauryn is based on that one album.
That one album. Not even the Fuji so much. It was that album right there and that's what I'm saying. Like, even for someone like me, who at that time was probably even more hard on female.
I was about to say, for somebody that doesn't like female rappers,
to be like, I was bumping that album. Like, I was bumping that album.
Yeah.
Like, and just, I could really appreciate.
And it's debatable if it's even, technically a rap album, because it's not.
Well,
it's a pain album.
Whether it's straight rap. I mean, it's hip hop.
It's hip hop and R&B.
It's hip hop as far as its approach and the production, and there's a lot of singing and all that. But definitely,
even the way she's singing is harmonizing, like on some back in the days type vibes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's definitely hip hop.
That shit was crazy. But in order to definitely get her in that right space, yes, you'd have to focus on her psychological well-being, her spiritual well-being, even her, just her regular health. Like, I saw a picture she was looking a little overweight, I'm not gonna lie, like, she just looks like she just needs to take care of herself better, and if she gets to that place, then maybe we can be graced with more mastery, because what she did was masterful. It was masterful.
Right.
But
I think a part of returning to that space is returning to the people that were there when you created that mastery.
I can appreciate that.
And,
the ones,
the outsiders, Roddy, like we were there.
I think Rod Digga is the key to everything. Rod Digga is gonna get. Let's see, Rod Digga gonna get 50 Cent and Ja Will back together.
I'm getting Lauryn back in the booth.
Look,
see, that's my fanity. All right, we both 1-1 right now.
But I caught myself. I knew I said Ja Will.
I just was strong, kept going with it.
You said fanity. I did not. You said fanity. Anyway, okay. Extend recording. Shit's about to end. So
yes, I am.
And you can get Lauryn Hill back into shape.
Not only am I getting Lauryn back into shape, but we're doing an EP.
Mm-hmm.
And I think once Ja Rule and 50.
Are you gonna heal her relationship with Wyclef? While you're at it.
Yeah, I can do
Fuck
that.
it.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy.
Yeah, I can do that. It's like a black woman. Like, sure, I'll take that. I'll take on the world.
And while I'm ending the 50 and Ja Rule beef, I'm going to end up executive producing their surprise album, duet, collaboration album that nobody knows that they're going to be recording while they're making while everybody thinks they're beefing.
Are you prophesying, sister?
I'm going to be secretly EPing.
Are you prophesying?
Their collaboration album.
Listen,
with verses
testify.
on there of your own, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. You know.
Testify. Okay, so who do we got to get you into shape, Rod Digga, to see another Rod Digga album?
2 or 3.
Me? Yeah. Oh, that ain't about nothing. Look, that ain't about nothing.
Is that the sacred of
Rod's on her
sacreds?
bullshit.
Can I hold?
I'm on my. Look, I will have you know. Wait.
I didn't show. I'm trying to show you how to really get to this thing, but you're not listening.
I want to be.
I'm not
slow.
even
I
gonna
want to say I
no more.
touched your book.
You want to say touch my butt? Oh, be careful.
I'm gonna let you go for what you think is the hype,
There's powers in there.
and then I'm gonna teach you something one day.
There's
Rod Digga thinks she nice.
there's powers in there. No, nigga, I'm not.
Rod Digga, let me see this book. Hang on, let me see how you write your. Let me see how you write.
You can't even read the writing.
Give me the damn book.
You couldn't even.
Let me see how you put
She
your
writing
shit.
cuneiform.
If you put it in proper.
You couldn't.
Do you write it how you say it, or you write
Nope.
it out like an
Nope.
essay?
Nope.
Look, she had to put the alphabet
Whoa.
at the top.
The alphabet is on every
She don't even know the.
on every page in my
She don't
rhyme.
even know the damn alphabet.
Oh, wait a minute, man.
She has to remind herself of the damn alphabet in her rhyme
That
book.
is scientific. Digga, you want some genius shit.
Jamar don't want this smoke.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I do want this smoke.
You
That's
don't
what I'm
want
saying.
this
Like
smoke.
Digga thinks she's nice. I'm like yo.
Jamar gonna say to me, I keep telling you to prove yourself. Like, bro, let me tell you something. Let me remind you, okay?
Why? Let's turn some beats on.
I was the stronghold of not one but two all-male crews, okay?
That says a lot.
Okay?
That says a lot.
What 2 male crews you talking about?
Outsiders and flip mode.
Church. Church.
So, with that being said, I'm alright.
Could you walk us through forensics? What does the alphabet mean? On top of your
The
page?
alphabet is because what I like to do, I write the words first. I write all my rhyming words first. I put phrases in and things together. I write all that stuff first, and then I actually fill in the lines.
A lot of empty pages here.
Anywho.
So, like, do you have like a bar count structure?
Because I don't go page 1, page 2, page 3. I write backwards. My book starts from the back, and it goes from the.
Yo, Arabic Quran.
I do. I start my raps on the right page, and then I go. Yeah, I go from.
That's interesting.
I go from right to left. It's just something. I don't know. It's just how it comes to me.
Interesting.
Get out of here! Stop trying to secretly steal my sauce. Look at he in here like.
Look, Digga, look.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah, I got the photos.
You couldn't even read. Y'all couldn't even read my handwriting. If somebody stole my rap book, they would just throw it back. They would just throw it back at me. Like, you know what? What is that?
No, I actually saw something in the back. It looked like you were budgeting it, like sativa.
Oh yeah, let me see. That's a budget.
Budgeting out her weed or some shit in the background.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Where
my whole life is in this book. Oh, that's funny. Cell phone, weed.
Well, listen, let's take a break, and we're gonna go through your book during the break a little more. You know how to be Godcast. Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. Two fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.